lasting relationship kind of thing. I mean, we're just wondering, where do you see yourself on this grid? Relationship side over here, task side over here. Like in the classroom, as opposed to on the court, as opposed to whatever else do you want to.
So we're talking classroom.
Classroom first, sure.
Yeah. Well, again, I think that you have a limited amount of time in the classroom to work with people. So if that's 50 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes, you have a limited amount of time to get in your curriculum. But at the same time, I think it's good to develop relationships to make people feel like their voice is heard in practice. Because again, I think I can learn from their experiences. I think you have to be good at asking the right kinds of questions. What do you guys think? What have you been in your experiences? Remember a time when you were in flow, in state? What did that feel like? What was it like? Well, give us your personal experience from that. Because we have all kinds of people. Linfield's a jock school. Almost 40% of the student body participates in intercollegiate athletics. So you've got a lot of athletes here that come from a wide range of experiences and levels of play. So, the concern for productivity, that's part of it. I'd say in the classroom, I'm a person that's less concerned with productivity, and I want my students to get it. I want them to learn. I want them to understand. I want them to feel free to speak about their experiences and their own opinions and add to the class that way. Can they learn from me? Certainly. But I'm random. I'm all over the place. And that's my style. I mean, and I tell people that at the beginning so that it doesn't bother them. And so I think concern for people is probably the great. Does that come across for me? Always? No. Why? I'm loud. I'm sometimes obnoxious. But I think that you can be entertaining and help people learn. Like last night, I went to a faculty lecture, and the person that was giving it was an adjunct visiting professor. Maybe he's full-time here. But he's a Spanish man. And so some of it was difficult to hear and understand just because of the language. I tried not to let that affect the message that he was trying to get across. And I think same way with me. Don't let Larry Doty affect your ability to learn or ask questions or share with other people. So I'd say in this model, I'm probably more concerned about the people side. I'm teaching some new classes this year, so I think it's a collaboration. I mean, because I feel like I can learn from other people's experiences. It doesn't bother me a bit that people are 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, because they've experienced stuff I haven't experienced. Someone in their family having cancer and dying. I've never experienced that. So, and there's lots of people who have. My dad was an alcoholic. There's several people I know that when I talk about that their parents were alcoholics. I can just tell by their reaction in class and their look on their face or the tears that they get in their eyes sometimes. And I know that feeling very well. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it because I know that. I went through that. So I think that those are the types of things that people can learn best from. Can you learn out of a book? Certainly. Fact of the matter is, Americans are reading less now than they ever have before in history, which is kind of a sad commentary on our society. But so I think there's lots of different ways to learn, and my style is more compromising than it is force-feeding people. Now, having said that, I think you can go over stuff. I think people learn best by hearing, like when you hear new information for the first time, most of us forget about 90% of it, unless you write it down, reread it, get together with somebody one-on-one and go over it. So even when people give speeches and they give lectures, research shows that if you can say something 3 times, people will be able to catch it better. You ever write it down? What are you saying? Oh yeah, okay. All right, got another one. And then a 3rd time. So really good orators or really good people who lecture, effective teachers, you'll hear them do that. They repeat things. They repeat things. day than a meeting day.
Mm.
It's okay.